Hi, my name is Scott, and tonight I'm going to show you my motor build. I'm doing a 40 horse Okrasa motor for my 1962 Beetle convertible. It's got a little bit of twist, and I'll explain in a minute, but I found Okrasa heads, real Okrasa 40 horse heads from Sawma.com. Bought them, picked them up in Riverside, brought them home, they looked great, and had them gone through by Conomac in Canoga Park. And what we did is did a valve job, stainless steel valves. The step was missing, so put the step back in. But the twist part is I'm running 85.5 pistons and liners with a 74 millimeter crank, 40 horse connecting rods, and special JE pistons, but it all fits in the 40 horse sheet metal. So it'll look pretty much stock, except for the dual carbs, of course. And what we did is, these JE pistons I had custom made with only a 34 millimeter compression height. So that all squishes down with the 40 horse rods and a 74 millimeter crank, gets you 1700 cc's in a 40 horse box. Now again, this is not a race motor. It's not gonna make unbelievable power, but it'll make really good torque. The angle of the rods isn't great because it's a pretty steep angle because it's such a short rod. You're supposed to use a longer rod when you're going that big of an engine. But again, not a race motor, just something to keep up on the freeway with, and it looks really cool. Going down the road here, we've got a 180 millimeter flywheel from DPR, along with everything's balanced with just a Sachs standard pressure plate. And then the 74 millimeter crank, that was welded, counterweight, and hardened. And it's got 8 dowel, so we did 8 dowel and everything, which is nice. And then the case, which was interesting, I found on the Sawma.com a 40 horse motor, and it had a replacement case on it. It was a Brazilian AS41, and it was sleeved down for a 1200 cc motor, which are 77 millimeter pistons. So we just pulled the sleeves out. It's already a dual relief case, which is fantastic, and it's got the 8 millimeter studs, so you can run the big oil pump. And I painted it up, cleaned it up, and Conomac align board it and welded up number 3 just for a little extra protection. Again, I'm not going to be racing it, but I'm going to rev it a little bit. It wouldn't be fun if you didn't do that. And we're running also an Eagle Racing Cam, and it's a 411 lift with 1.1 to 1 rockers, and I believe it was 236 degree at 50 thousandths. So again, not like a crazy cam, but definitely more than stock, and should give you nice torque, mid-range, low-end torque. Again, with these heads not being really big ports on them, not been ported, not gonna really mess with it too much. And there's things like, this could have been unshrouded a little bit more in here to make it a little bit more power. And the valves are standard 1600 cc valves, so they're not huge, but it's definitely a lot better than the standard 40 horse motor. So that's what I'm doing, assembling that up, and then I'll report back to you when this thing gets built up, the short block anyway, and we'll go on to the next thing, which is going to be cutting these pistons down. So I got to measure the deck height, and we'll be running probably 8.5 to 8 3/4 to 1 compression. Nothing too crazy. Don't want to blow anything up. So that's it for tonight. Thanks.